Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain. Always composed, always regal. But this time, something broke through the royal perfection. Cameras caught it all. A single, emotional moment that changed everything between her and her sister, Infanta Sofia. It happened when no one expected it. A formal event. The Spanish flag waving. The crowd silent. Then, Leonor's eyes filled with tears. And for a split second, the mask of royalty slipped. Sofia reached out. No hesitation. No protocol. Just a sister's instinct. That touch, gentle, real, and raw, became the moment that melted Spain's heart. Because behind the royal titles, the crowns, and the cameras, they are still two sisters, bound by something far stronger than duty, love. From childhood laughter to silent goodbyes at boarding school, their bond has been unbreakable. But this moment revealed it to the world. Let's go back to where it all began. Two little girls running through the halls of Zarzuela Palace. Leonor, the responsible one, already carrying the invisible weight of the crown. Sofia, the free spirit, the one who could make her sister laugh when no one else could. They were inseparable. But as they grew, so did the distance, duty pulling Leonor toward destiny, and Sofia toward normalcy. At 13, Leonor began her royal training, formal language lessons, public speeches, state visits. Sofia watched, proud yet worried, knowing her sister's life would never be her own again. Still, every summer, every Christmas, they'd escape it all, on family trips to Majorca. Away from the cameras, away from expectation. There, they were just Leo and Sophie again. Swimming, laughing, whispering secrets at midnight. But the world began to notice. Leonor wasn't just Spain's princess anymore, she was the face of its future. And Sofia, always a step behind, but never out of sight. Always her quiet strength. And then came the moment that changed everything. October 31st, Leonor's 18th birthday. The day she swore her oath to the Constitution of Spain. The day she officially became the heir to the throne. The air inside the Congreso de los Diputados was heavy, centuries of tradition, history, and responsibility pressing down on her shoulders. Leonor stood tall, her voice unwavering. But when the applause erupted, when the king and queen rose to embrace her, Sofia's face told the real story. Pride, love, and a deep, aching realization that her sister's life would never again be ordinary. After the ceremony, as they walked out into the Madrid sunlight, cameras zoomed in. Leonor's lips trembled. Sofia saw it instantly. She moved closer, her hand brushing Leonor's arm. It wasn't part of the plan. It wasn't rehearsed, but it was everything. Leonor turned. Their eyes met. For a moment, the heir and the sister, the future queen and the girl who would never wear a crown, were just two young women holding onto each other in a storm of history. And that's when it happened. Leonor's composure broke. A tear slipped down. The cameras captured it. Spain gasped. Not because a princess cried, but because a future queen showed she could feel. That clip went viral within hours. Millions watched it again and again. And each time, people saw something new. Not a weakness, but humanity. It wasn't just a sister comforting another. It was Sofia silently saying, "I'm here. No matter what your crown demands, I'll always be here." The world saw the princess. But Sofia saw her sister. Behind closed doors, those who know them say that moment defined the next chapter of their bond. When Leonor returned to Zaragoza for her military training, she began writing letters to Sofia every week. Not texts, not calls, handwritten letters. Sofia kept every one of them. One of their closest aides once whispered to a journalist that Sofia's room is full of folded notes tied with ribbons. She reads them whenever she misses her sister, the aide said softly. In public, Sofia's pride never fades. At parades, ceremonies, or royal galas, her eyes always find Leonor's first. She claps hardest. She smiles widest. And Leonor, she often looks back, just for a second, a silent thank you that only Sofia can read. That's why their emotional moment struck such a chord. It wasn't an isolated event. It was a culmination of years of quiet, sisterly love under royal pressure. Because no matter how perfect the crown may look, it carries the weight of loneliness. And for Leonor, Sofia is the only person who truly understands that burden. They share more than blood. They share the unspoken understanding that one of them must live for Spain, and the other must live for her. When King Felipe saw the moment on video, insiders say he was deeply moved. "That's the strength I wanted them to have," he reportedly told Queen Letizia. To be strong for each other when the world is watching. Even Letizia, known for her composure, couldn't hide her pride. For her, that emotional spark between her daughters was proof that she had succeeded in her greatest mission, not just raising a future queen, but two strong, compassionate women. Months later, during Easter celebrations in Palma, cameras once again caught the sisters together, laughing, whispering, arms linked. Leonor in uniform, Sofia in a soft pastel dress. Different paths, same hearts. When a journalist asked Leonor about her relationship with Sofia, she smiled and said simply, "She's my balance." That one phrase told the world everything. Because behind every strong leader, there's often someone unseen who keeps them human. For Leonor, that's Sofia. And perhaps that's what Spain loves most about them, the contrast, yet the harmony. The poised future queen and the grounded sister who keeps her real. Even as Leonor prepares for more military training and future state duties, she reportedly calls Sofia every night. Short conversations. Sometimes about studies, sometimes about family, sometimes just silence. Because even silence means something when your bond runs that deep. Years from now, when Leonor becomes queen, that moment, the tear, the touch, the sister's hand, will be remembered as the instant Spain saw not just royalty, but humanity. It wasn't a performance. It wasn't a mistake. It was the heart of the monarchy showing itself. Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia reminded the world that the truest kind of strength isn't found in crowns or titles, but in love, loyalty, and family. And that's why the cameras didn't just catch a moment. They captured a legacy. A sister's touch. A queen's tear. And the bond that will forever define the royal heart of Spain.